Hey guys, it's Funny Gamer here, and today I'm back with another video in the Wild West. And in this video, I will be talking about the upcoming Starboard Studios game called The Wild Seas. And I'll just kind of be giving all of the information that has come about the game so far. And yeah, so anyways, let's get right into it. And if you could subscribe, that would really help me out. Starting out, we have the trailer for the game. So as you can see here, the trailer opens up to what looks like a galleon ship, and you can kind of see it has some lights on it, and it's in a storm in dark weather. So we don't get to see much about the ship, and there's nothing much in this photo other than the fact that there's a ship, and you can see some cannons, the captain quarters, masts, some lights. But yeah, so other than that, that's pretty much it for this image. And then in the next image, we get a picture of an island. And then it says the Wild Seas. And there's a few more things we can get about this island, such as this strange statue in the background. So you can see here that there is a sort of obelisk or some sort of statue that has the Omega symbol on it. And this is interesting because you can find the same Omega symbol in the Forest of Bones in the Halloween event from last year. So this might connect the game to the lore of the Wendigo or just the lore of the Wild West. But other than that, we can just see that this is an island, and we can hear some fighting in the distance, maybe cannonballs. And yeah, other than that, there's nothing much more about this trailer, except that we know the game will be coming out in 2021, as the description of this trailer says. And yeah, and we know it's going to be called The Wild Seas. So after that, there was a while where we didn't get any information, and we were left to just think about what this game would be like. But a few months later, we got more information as we got a game that was posted from one of the developers of the Wild West, and they said that was an early alpha test, and everyone would finally be able to see what the game would look like and would be able to test it out to see how it works. But then it was a rickroll. And even though this was a rickroll, we still got quite a lot of information about the game. As you can see here, there was a loading screen before the game went to a rickroll, and a few tips were on the bottom of the screen. So the first tip is keep an eye out for pirates if venturing out of a safe zone. So we know two things here, that there will be pirates in the game, which is pretty basic as it is the Wild Seas, and it is based around pirates. And there's also going to be safe zones, kind of like how there's Bronze City in the Wild West. There's probably going to be outposts or islands with towns on them where you'll be safe. And other than that, there's not much coming from this tip, but there is several more, such as the one that says, be wary of your stamina in melee combat. If it gets too low, you could be in trouble. And there's not a bunch here, it's just the combat system for melee combat. It's probably going to be similar to the one in the Wild West, as the same factors apply for it. But yeah, so a combat system, not too interesting, but still pretty cool. There is another tip that says there are various wildlife around the world to hunt for resources and experience. So this shows us several things. There is going to be different wildlife on islands that you can go hunting for to get resources and experience. So the resources are pretty self-explanatory, just pelts and animal meat, but the experience is different because right now the Wild West doesn't have any sort of leveling or experience system, but they have been talking about it coming out in the future. And it looks like the Wild Seas will have the same kind of thing, and you'll be able to use experience for different types of traits, such as you could get better at fighting, or you could get more resources. And yeah, this will be pretty cool for the game, and other than that, there's not much for this tip. And the next tip says that there are multiple cannonball types with different uses. So there's going to be different types of cannonballs, probably just a basic one, maybe one that explodes or one that starts on fire, and just a few uses for different situations, which will be a pretty cool feature. And the next tip says visit a gunsmith at any outpost to upgrade your firepower. So this confirms a previous tip where there's going to be outposts. So there's going to be different outposts that you can go to get supplies, and there'll be safe zones. And you're also going to be able to upgrade your weapons, which will be pretty good. You probably won't be able to upgrade a single weapon, and you'll probably just be buying new ones. I think that's what it means by upgrading them. But there may be a weapon upgrade system, which would be pretty cool. The next tip says that visit an outpost to turn in treasures and complete quests. So there's going to be treasure that you can find around the map on some islands, which will be pretty cool. And there will also be quests that you can complete. And this is just a bit for more gameplay that you can do, and it'll be pretty cool. And yeah, those are all of the tips I could find in the game, and that's really all of the information we've gotten so far. But if you want to kind of know what this game will be like, I think that this game will be similar to the game Sea of Thieves. If you've ever tried it out, it is an open world pirate game where you can go to different islands and complete quests and find treasure and fight others. And yeah, the Wild Seas is probably going to be inspired from this game, as there's a lot of things that are the same. And I just think this is going to be really cool. It's going to be an amazing game, and I hope we can get more information or an actual early test, or maybe even the full game out soon. So yeah, anyways, that's all I have for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye!